Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction to read through for Beastars chapter 195. I believe this is the penultimate chapter. I think we have one more chapter before the ending, and that chapter is already out in Japan, so I'm assuming any day now the translation could be posted, and as soon as it is, I will do my video as soon as possible. I know I'm a few days behind on this one, but I'm just finally getting time to record. And once Beastars ends next week, I've still got the anime episodes that I haven't reviewed yet to review, and if you want me to, I can go back and read the old Beast Complex chapters. I don't know if it's just a one-shot, if it's just one chapter, or if there are more, but I read this announcement, and again, I was just reading the Japanese version. I don't know that well, just using translators as best as I can. And I believe that at least for a short term, Beast Complex next year is going to get a weekly serialization. I don't know how long that's going to be. I'm pretty sure it's just short term. But when that happens, we can do reactions to Beast Complex weekly for however long that is. And of course, like I said last week, there's some weird things about this ending, like the way Haru's part in the last arc was dropped, or how Meron's story wrapped up, but even though there was a little bit of weirdness in the ending, I don't mind it ending here because I know we're gonna get more Beast Complex apparently next year, and then we're gonna get more stuff from Paru, so I don't mind if this story ends here because I know we're gonna get more. So yeah, I'll be doing Beast Complex next year, so until then I probably won't replace Beastars with anything specifically. Also, this will give me time to do discussions and videos like that for the series. But I won't replace it with another series or anything. I'll just sort of continue to do some Beastars videos and continue to catch up on other series and stuff I'm behind on. I'm going to be doing videos on the anime Brand New Animal, so I feel like there's probably some crossover there with the Beastars fandom, that maybe you'll enjoy those videos. I hate to have all the people that come here and watch Beastars videos not have as much new stuff anymore. But yeah, we'll be doing Beast Complex when it comes out next year. Anything else that Paru does, Beastars is like my favorite manga if you're just now seeing my videos for the first time or something. So yeah, also real quick before I start reading, just a minute, I want to talk about last week's chapter some. I almost thought about doing a full review of last week's chapter because I thought it was great. Like, Beastars occasionally, like, every chapter is good, but occasionally they just drop a just nigh masterpiece of a chapter, and I feel like that's what last week's was. Because not only, like, I've talked a lot, so I won't talk more about things I didn't really like that much about the Lewis and Juno ship, but there was another thing that I thought about recently, and it's that after the stuff at the school, the stuff at Cherryton, we really didn't get very much Juno development after that at all. So I feel like, too, for them to get together here at the end of the series, it would be a little bit, I don't know, it feels like Juno wasn't really developed enough for that, but I think that's where this ending is so perfect. It doesn't really give us a happy ending they get together for their stories, but I think that's totally fine because we're about to, hopefully, get a happy ending they get together with Legoshi and Haru's story. And also, one thing that I thought about, and people put in my comments, is this leaves room, it leaves it open for them to reconnect years down the line and get together then, and I actually think that would be a better story than them getting together now. I think them getting together now would be too soon, but the way that Paru wrote that ending, it makes it perfect if we say, like, okay, years down the line they reconnect and then get together. That would make so much sense. And another way that last chapter was so amazing was that it made both of their characters seem great. We spend almost the whole chapter showing the audience how great Juno is, like, as a person, how great she would be to be with if you were Lewis. We spend all this time showing that she's funny, she's kind, she's outgoing, all this stuff. And then we build her up and we have her be like, okay, I have feelings for you. I know you've got to have feelings for me, but if you won't be together with me, I'm going to basically tell you that, okay, well, you're always going to be wanting me, and then leave on my own volition. It makes Juno seem really, really strong, but it also makes Lewis seem like a good character, because even though he does have some feelings, even if he's confused at how deep they run for Juno, even if he does, Lewis is making the sacrifice of exploring those feelings in order to do what's better for his business. Because his business can help him make the world a better place. His business can help him get his friends from the Shishigumi out of prison and help them out. Like, he can do so much good for the world and for his friends that way that he's making this personal sacrifice to focus on that. So again, it makes both characters seem really strong, and it leaves it open to the possibility that years down the line they could still potentially get together. So this is basically turned into a review of that. Sorry the intro was mega long, but I just wanted to talk about how great last week's chapter was. But either way, let's get into 195. And this one is titled Chapter 195, The Last One-on-One Battle of the Mammals. Today, we're on a date. Well, sort of. Looks like everything returned to normal. And we have Legoshi and Haru now. There's just one thing. Lately, Haru-chan's ears have been... And then she, reaches up at him. Do I have bed hair or something? Nope, it's fine. It's nothing. I've studied everything about rabbit ecology. Yep, when their ears are swollen up, that's a sign of frustration. Irritation causes the rabbit's body temperature to rise, and they'll increase the surface area of their ears to dissipate heat. When they lay their ears out, their capillaries become exposed to the wind. Irritated to the point of fuming heat. Is it because of me? But why? And then not yet. She's getting tired of waiting for my second proposal. Yes, that must be it. My predatory offender status has changed to special case thanks to capturing Madon. That means it's possible for me to marry her now. I beat Madon. I got my job. He got his job back. I got my job back. Right now I'm on a roll. I have to keep my momentum going. I have to do it today. But first, I'll start with the 3-second rule. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You always match pace with me. Thank you. No worries. I can do just fine with one step every 3 seconds. Her ears. Did you pick the front seats just for me? Are you fine with that? Sure. Her ears. And he's doing all of this nice stuff, and her ears are still huge. Her ears. I'm so glad they specialize in papayas. Thank you, Legoshi-kun. Papayas said to have enzymes which are good for rabbit fur. I'm so curious about her ears. I'm happy that you've been treating me so nicely, even though I was the one who wanted to make the plans for today. Huh? I got a call from Lewis. He wanted to show his appreciation. From Lewis-san? Yeah, but only for a few seconds, you know. He just asked, how's Legoshi, then hung up. Since he changed the world. Although I didn't get what he was trying to say. But looking at you right now, somehow, you look better, cooler, and kinder. There's a look on your face like you've achieved something. Now, Haru-chan, will you... Looking at your face is irritating. I love her facial expressions. You finally said it, but what's with the timing? I'm going home. She cut off my proposal. Why does this feel like deja vu? Wait, at least let me walk you out. I changed the world. It does sound like a big deal, but understanding the girl you love is much harder. After everything that's happened, I still have a dire battle ahead of me. Against someone who has the power to stop time with just one word. Alright, and we have Anime Season 2 next year. Alright? And this is next week, then it's goodbye. Haru-chan, is there something wrong with me? Tell me, I'll do my best to fix it. Are you really going home? And she leans up against the side. Legoshi-kun? Yes, what is it? Let's get married, and she proposes to him. Also, his poor ear. His ear is still messed up. It's interesting, a lot of people were asking would it grow back or would they leave him with the injured ear, and I just noticed they kept it injured. And then we have his reaction. And right after that, let's get divorced. And then he looks even more confused. That's what I want to do. And everybody's just staring at them. Wait, Haru-chan, what did you mean? I want to marry you and then divorce you right after, loud and clear. But why divorce? because I wanted to scare you. The truth is, I feel like you're so far above me, and it's so easy to fall in love, so scaring you feels like the only way I can win. Right now, you're overflowing with confidence. So strong, so kind, so perfect. If I just let myself have a happy life with you, I would still lose. Nothing would have changed. I hate being just a rabbit who loses to a wolf. I love you, Legoshi-kun. I want us to be equals. Ah, that's Haru-chan, alright. I want you to chase me forever. That's Haru-chan, the rabbit who always gives her all. The rabbit I fell so deeply in love with. And I love this because it's showing that even though they've changed so much, Haru is still like the same person she was at the beginning. Is that a proposal? I love you. Please say yes. How will Legoshi answer? Next week, colored magazine cover for the last chapter. So good. And I love this Zootopia funny edit. Alright. This is funny. Haru's into inflation. Okay, all of those were funny. Those are good. Alright, so that is chapter 195. I loved this too, because again, it's nice seeing more of Legoshi and Haru. We haven't seen Haru in a long time, actually, it feels like. But I think the best part of this chapter, and again, reading through it multiple more times after I'm done with this reaction, is probably going to help me, like, really understand certain things more, and I'm going to catch more stuff. But I think one of my favorite things is the way she started out the series. She used relationships and sex as a way of making herself feel more like an equal to someone because of how she was always treated as just small and frail and somebody who needed to be protected. And we see that even now she's feeling like, whereas Legoshi like idolizes her and looks up to her, she's feeling inferior to him and wants to somehow win in the relationship. And it's showing that she's still sort of the same person, viewing things the same way all this time in the future. So I like it. I wonder what we're going to get for the final chapter. Are we going to get to see everybody together? What on earth is going to happen? Because it doesn't feel like we're going to get much epilogue. But if we have a weekly serialized Beast complex, I could totally see that being used. Like every week would be a different story, and I could totally see checking in with like maybe Bill however many years into the future, or Goheen, or all these other characters, maybe like Shira and Peach. I think that would be something I could totally see Beast Complex doing next year, is just having like side stories that, because I'm pretty sure that's what the original Beast Complex was, side stories that have to do with side characters from the main Beastars series. But I'm excited. At least, again, I'm not 100% sure on the translation or anything. I'm pretty certain that's what we're getting next year, is weekly Beast Complex. I don't know for how long, though, because I'm pretty sure they said it would be short term. So yeah, there's that. Maybe just a volume worth, maybe. Just a couple chapters, maybe 2 volumes worth even. I don't know. Recently, the only thing I have to compare it to was the short-term serialization of Burn the Witch, which went for 4 chapters. So it could be something like that again. But either way, that's it for this video. Gonna get it up as quickly as possible. Again, whenever 196 is out, I'll try to get it done as soon as possible. But thank you for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this chapter or my first thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more. Beastars much more on the channel, like I explained at the beginning. Plenty more Beastars to come. And if you do have any suggestions of anything else you want to see, just let me know. And then Brand New Animal I'm going to be doing reviews and stuff of, or maybe even reactions if that's something people want, if I can do that. And of course Beast Complex next year. And then we'll have to think about what comes after that. But like I said, Paru is still really young. She's still going to be doing a lot more, and I'm going to totally be interested in what else she's doing. So yeah, that's it. If you'd like to have a link to the Discord server, ask and I'll give you one. If you'd like to help support the channel on Patreon to help me keep making videos, it's patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or link will be in the description. But that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.